comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's
we are live. Here is Giada Valenti from Venice, I should say. As you see on the back, I have my hometown, Venezia, on the back, but actually I'm appearing every day. You know, I can't lie. I'm in Las Vegas. I was born and raised in Venice, Italy, but I'm here in Las Vegas. And so, buongiorno a tutti here in Las Vegas. It's Giada Valenti, 2 p.m. As already, this is the 44th days, 4-4. Can you believe it? That we have been here, friends and family all together for 44 days. Unbelievable. So benvenuti 5 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, and I know sono le ore 23 per voi che ci guardate dall'Italia, ore 22 se ci guardate dall'Inghilterra o l'Islanda, e la mattina it's early in the morning for all the people watching from Australia. Yesterday we even had people from Kazakhstan, which I checked is on the south of on the lower part of Russia, Kazakhstan, and I have no idea what time is there. If guys you're watching again, what time is it over there? I see Natalie from France. So the question is always, where are you guys watching from? Because I know most of you, but I always see new people appearing, and it's what I love about this appearance that I do every day is that you guys say where you're from, and you have found some friends that maybe from your same city, maybe from your same country, maybe from your same, who knows, maybe they were even in the same building and you didn't know, and you're like, hey, there you are. So where are you watching from? I see also a Vegas people appearing here. I see Frank La Placa. Thank you, Frank, for your donations yesterday. I have to mention, because Frank has been with me for, I think, you're with me almost every day. Frank La Placa is being to almost all my concerts. I think all of them here in Las Vegas. You've been at the Smith Center, I think, every time. And so thank you, Frank, for your donations. Of course, Diane Fiorentino, I see appearing. And you've been also a loyal supporter of anything I do. Actually, Diane Fiorentino already purchased a table for my concert in Las Vegas in October 18, JJ? 16? We don't even remember when we're going back on stage, but in October I'm going back at the Smith Center. Hopefully by then this situation is gonna be a little bit more under control. We had also a date in June 8th, and we decided together with the Smith Center to completely take out of the book the June 8th, because we don't think we're going to be ready to go there, and it's not going to be safe. But we are working on a different way to still create some concerts, maybe with other artists and musicians in different kind of locations. So guys, stay tuned. As soon as I have more things to share, of course, you'll be the first to know. And so we're trying to see if at a certain point we can gather together and do something together. I know you have enjoyed my interview this week. You saw Clint Holmes, of course. I know you guys loved him very much. And in this couple of weeks, I had Frankie Scinta, Daniel Hammond, so many singers. Yesterday, of course, you saw my guest, Joe Mantegna, the actor Joe Mantegna. You guys loved him. I know it's even my mom and dad, they said what an amazing, beautiful person he is. If you have missed all this interview and appearances of my home concert, you can always go back on giada.live, so www.giada.live. You see it also on the screen, on the bottom of the screen. You guys on Instagram there too, and you can watch back all the episodes. I repost them every day, so you can go there and you can watch the episode and maybe watch again the one you like. If I mention your name, I know you like to share with the rest of your friends and family. And by the way, I want to thank you for all of you that are sharing my video. That means a lot to me. You know, I am the more time you share, and if you do watch party with your friends and family, of course, it's a way for me to rise my number and make me even more happy. The more we are, the more fun we're going to have bottom life. And, you know, even though we are all isolated in our house, the more we are, the more we communicate, the more sane we stay. Actually, I don't know you guys, but every time I communicate with my friends and so other musicians or family members, the first question is, how sane are you still? Siamo ancora sani e salvi nel cervello? Because to stay home alone, sometimes, you know, it can make us think too much. And even though it's a difficult situation for some of us, very, very tough. We have to keep happy. We have to keep sane. That's why a lot of you are very much looking forward for this 45 minutes that we spend together every day. And me too. You keep me sane because I know I have to put some makeup on. I have to put a nice shirt on because I'm gonna see all my friends, all of you here, there, everywhere. We are actually going live every day on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, and you guys there on Instagram. Instagram is the only one I cannot integrate in the same system. That's why for you guys watching on Instagram, I always turn the phone so you can see what's going on there on the other platform. I hope Instagram is going to be soon upgrading the system so we can all have the same beautiful view. So, and today I had a green screen because what you see on the back is my beautiful Venice, but actually it's a green screen. It's a magical green screen with some lights, and I can project on the back wherever thing I want to project. So today, if you saw my Facebook post, I said, where shall we go today? And I said, I'm homesick. Let's go back to Venice. Sunday, we're going to have the concert, of course. Last week, I took you to Venice, too. I took you to the Venice, La Fenice Theater. We went inside La Fenice Theater, and you guys loved it, the beautiful interior of La Fenice, which is, by the way, when this is over, we should all fly to Venice together, and that's something absolutely we need to go in and see. It's the La Fenice Theater is very small. Actually, it's not that big as it looks on that picture. It's quite small, but it's beautiful. It was built 1,000 years ago. Then it got on fire, and they rebuilt it exactly identical, even more beautiful, and just like it was built yesterday. They rebuilt it maybe 6, 7 years ago. So like the phoenix, you know, it went down to ashes and they rebuild it again, more beautiful than ever. And this is what we are going to be doing when this is over, guy. We're going to be more beautiful than ever, maybe a little bit more round around the edges because we are eating more. I'm always cooking, you know. I'm cooking tomorrow for you. And you know, when I have to cook, I have to prepare in advance all the recipe I'm cooking. So I always have double portion of everything, and I have to taste my food. So me and JJ, we've been eating quite a lot, and we're not moving that much. We try to be good and do some exercise here and there. But you know, this, by the way, what I do with you every day, it's like a full-time job. You saw that. I mean, I have to fill the schedule I had because all the guests that I try to bring in my house for you to have your guests, it takes a little bit to see if they are available. I have, by the way, also some amazing Vegas people coming up. Next week, I'm going to have from Los Angeles, one of the most famous bass player and musicians, I would say, of the modern music scene, Nathan East. You will hear maybe Sunday I can tell you more about. I mean, he's been in all the records we love, from Whitney Houston to Celine Dion to Andrea Bocelli, David Clapton, Sting. He's been playing bass in almost all the music we like from the last 30 years. He's one of the founder and members, of course, Foreplay, which is one of the most amazing band that we have of live jazz music. He sings too. He's an amazing. So you're gonna love Nathan East. So we're going to Los Angeles on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday we are in Vegas because I'm gonna have with me John Di Domenico. If you don't know him, you're gonna love him. I mean, everybody knows it also in Europe now because he's a comedian that impersonate people. He, if he wants, he dressed up and he's gonna sound and look exactly like Donald Trump or many people. He does. What is the other guy, JJ, that he does? I mean, we will ask John actually how long it takes to really to study those personality and became those people. Because it's impressive how, and of course, he has to say things that are funny. And he became even more famous in the last couple of weeks because he had something that he filmed in his house, nota bene, and went all over the news in England and in Europe. So we will be talking on Wednesday with John Di Domenico. And I want to thank Michelle for the girlfriend for make me aware of John. And then on Thursday, we stay in Vegas with Kelly Clinton Holmes. She's beautiful. She's super, super funny. So we're going to have a lot of laugh. You don't want to miss next week episode. And then, of course, I got also confirmed Tony Orlando the week after. Vinny and Dolphy of the Bronx Wanderers are going to be with me and Vinay together, father and son. So we all know Vinny and Dolphy and the beautiful music stories he shares when we go and see the Bronx Wanderers. I want to thank Diane for that and Roger Scallion for organizing that. And we also know Vinay. We know how insane the little boy is. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So, and they're going to be appearing together, father and son. So I will, we can have the same answer from different mounts. So I'm going to ask, how is Vinny as a dad? How is Vinay as a son? That's going to be very interesting. And how you're spending the quarantine? Are they all together? Because they're a big family. So I wonder, I'm looking forward to that one. So, but I have so many more guests coming up, and I'm working on so many more. I also have asked Greg Fields and Monica Mancini to join me, and they said yes. I don't have a date. I have to call Greg today. Greg Field, of course, is a multi-Grammy winner producer. He was also the producer on my PBS special From Venice with Love, but of course he has produced records with gazillions of favorite people. He was the drummer of Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, and Monica Mancini. She's his wife, but she's of course an amazing singer herself. She's signed with Concord Records, but she's also the daughter of Henry Mancini. Henry that wrote Moon River wider than a mile. So I will see. I think I'm going to have them together. If I understood well from Greg, he wants to appear together with Monica, which is going to be also very interesting to see how they're quarantining as a couple. And they are both amazing people. So this is coming up tomorrow. I'm very excited because today we are in Venice. Tomorrow we're going to be in my kitchen. So tomorrow we're going to be in my kitchen and I'm going to be cooking something sweet again. I'm going to make this panna cotta with fruits, and you're going to love it. It's very light. I don't know if you have ever made at home panna cotta. There it is. It's very light as a taste, and there is no much sugar. And by the way, if you don't want to put sugar, since you're not really cooking, boiling the milk, you can also use stevia. For instance, if you are on a diet, probably I'm going to make one of the two with stevia myself. So when I'm eating the dessert, there is not going to be sugar. And then, of course, you need only cream, sugar. You need some jello foil, and you need some fruits of your choice. So I always like to have a color. So I always have kiwi, and I love strawberry, and I love no avocado. What's the name of the thing? The yellow one, guys. You have to help me with the name. The mango. And so I always make them in different colors, but you can also mix all your favorite fruits together. Sometimes I do it myself. I mixed all my fruits together with a little bit of lemon and sugar, and it's super delicious, and it's very light. It's very light. And I see Antonio, that this is magnifico. Antonio, you are a super famous pastry chef, that you make all this cake with different shape. Me, I make very simple things, because I'm always say, if I can make it as a singer and not really a genius in the kitchen, everybody can do it. And by the way, I want to thank you, because tomorrow I will show also some pictures. Some of you have really been making my recipe. I know, for instance, Janet Sessa sent me a beautiful, and you can do the same. You can go on my mailing list. Joseph Rainone did it too. They are to the come of my mind. You can send me the pictures of what you make through my mailing list. So you just go on giadavalenti.com. There is a space for your email. You put it there, you get an email back. And if you answer back to that email, I'm going to see it myself on my computer. And you guys send me the pictures of the plate you made. I think Janet Sessa, you made my pasta with the peas and the tuna, the Mari and Mari e Terra, and you, Joseph, made even the older one. You made the one I made with the white sauce in the oven. And I know also somebody made my tiramisu. Actually, many of you made my tiramisu. And so I love for you guys to do that. Please continue to do. And tomorrow, you have to make the recipe of tomorrow. It's very easy, and you're going to love it.
There's a lot of new people, so...
Oh, we have a lot of new people. I'm seeing actually also here, guys, on Instagram. I even took my glasses to read, because Instagram is on my phone. And you guys are so small. So I see Marisa, Hitzi, Summer, Salsano. Look how many people are there. So for the one of you that are new, guys, if you have missed everything that happened before today, you can go on giada.live and you can see all the videos. And by the way, I want to thank all of you that already did it. If you have not done it, please do it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Giada Valenti. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course, you get to see now and always all the videos that I post. Talking of which, yesterday was a very important day, because it was the day of gratitude in the whole world. And some students in New Jersey, which I met by coincidence thanks to my friend Tony Dessert, together with Sirius Radio, suggested to everybody who could and would be able to do it to record the song Lean on Me. And just simple recording in front of the phone, and then was just to create awareness and give our thank you to all the new nowadays heroes, the heroes of fighting every day and keeping the world either even safe in the hospital or just working at a supermarket and stuff like that. So, but before we go further, I know that you guys join me every time also for a song. So since today we are in Venice, what about we fly together to Venice? You know that there is a very famous Italian song che si chiama Volare, which means let's fly. So I decided, and let me put all those wave back to all the people on Instagram, that we should fly because, of course, we are in Venice, but we need to fly there, right? So let's sit in the airplane, new way, mask on, and we put our safety things, whatever we need to do, distance. We check the microphone, something that normally we don't do in an airplane, but today we do. And we're going to sing together. You know, it's a beautiful song about flying together and in the planet of dreams, which is my world, the planets of dreams. So we fly together. And when I do like this, I really would love for you to sing. I know that some of you even take pictures and videos of yourself singing. So please do that. Shall we try to see if we can sing? JJ can start the music. So we are flying together. Ready? Here we go. Penso che un sogno così non ritorni mai più. Mi dipingevo le mani e la faccia di blu. Poi d'improvviso venivo dal vento rapita e incominciavo a volare nel cielo infinito. Here we go. Volare, you alone. Are you singing? Cantare. Here we go again. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, ma tutti i sogni nell'alba svaniscono perché quando tramonta la luna li porta con sé. Ma io continuo a sognare negli occhi tuoi belli, che sono blu come un cielo trapunto di stelle. Volare. I can hear you. Cantare. Oh. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. E volavo, volavo felice, più in alto del sole ed ancora più su. Mentre il mondo spariva pian piano negli occhi tuoi blu. Una musica dolce suonava soltanto per noi, for all of us. Volare. Cantare. Oh. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. So happy that I was here today with all of you. So we are landing in Venice now, guys. And here we are in Venice. How was your flight, guys? I think it was pretty well. right? It went quite again, quite okay. Oh, JJ said we are having some sound problems, so we're gonna talk with this one. I pulled the wire the other way around. So I talk with this one. So apparently I pulled something and I cannot see what I pull in. It was okay, guys. I see only applause for you guys. So I'm talking with this one, JJ. So I talk with this one. It's not a problem. As long as you hear me, that's the most important thing. So I see a lot of new people, guys. Today actually, so it's Friday. The week was great. I mean, it was a quarantine week, but a lot of good things happen. And every week, of course, we lose somebody, we gain somebody. It's not for everybody of us. It's every day is easy, but we have to keep cheering up each other. So Sunday, I thought since I was made aware that some people, of course, left this week due to the COVID-19 or just natural cause. I always do Sunday, the concert to cheer up everybody. And I thought that maybe Sunday we can remember all the people also that left us this week. So if you have anybody that 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 they're struggling right now, that they will need a cheer, invite them on Sunday from the home concert. We're going to do something special for them. I have no idea yet what, but I will figure it out something. So, because of course we need to keep happy, we need to keep sane, but we also need to remember and stay close to also the people that have less happy times that we have. I mean, not that my happy time, not that my life is super happy right now. I'm missing so much. I'm missing my performances. I'm missing my family, my mom and dad. La mia mamma e il mio papà li vedo ogni giorno, ma li vedo solamente senza la possibilità di andarli ad abbracciare. I miss all of you at my concert because, believe it or not, it's nice to sing, but for us artists, you heard me in my interview with all the artists that were my guests in the last couple of weeks. We really miss the audience, the warmth, the embrace, the applauses, the joy that only in live performances you can have. And I know that's not gonna be possible for a little while. Due to these things. But as I said in advance before, we're trying to figure it out together with my agents and all the other artists and the musicians to figure it out alternative way to make music together and to keep making a buck, as they say in America. I don't know why they say to making a buck, but to make some money because I mean we all have rents and bills to pay. And we need to keep making money. So, and the world needs to people to make money so they can spend it, right? Who else is there? I see you guys have been so nice to me in this morning. Also, I woke up this morning, my heart was so happy because I see Lisa Mascari is that she posted. If you want to go on her page, you can see she ordered my cup, which is here. You know, I have this little cartoon cup. Here it is with little Giada. And Lisa, of course, bought one. I know you, Doug, did, and many people did it. And she posted this morning this very cute picture. She said, having coffee with Jada. And she was not only drinking coffee in the Jada's cup, she was also listening to my music on Spotify. So if you miss me during the day and you want to keep happy and keep listening to me, you just go on Spotify, Giada Valenti, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube, wherever you want to go. You put the music on. And by the way, if you want to order that cup, you can order. The only problem we still have cannot be shipped outside the United States. So you guys here in the United States can all order it at pornoid.com. I post here and there the link, and otherwise ask here to the Vegas people. They all know how to help you. And this is I love that sometimes you have a question for me that I cannot read, but I see that you guys answer to each other, which is wonderful. This is what social media should be used for: communication one to another. What else is happening, JJ? Did I forgot to mention anything? Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's very important. I know JJ said you said that already, but I know I want to keep you informed. And so that's basically what's happening today. It's gonna be weekend tomorrow. I know how many of you will be cooking with me tomorrow while I'm making it. That's always my question. I would love that to know that you're cooking while I'm cooking. Probably nobody, but I know you cook always the week after, which is a good way to see. So you can really concentrate on how to make it, and then you can perfect your act. And I want to thank every one of you back that cook my recipe. I see Massimo. Massimo, you're new. Da dove ci stai guardando? Vedo Massimo, credo di non averti mai visto. Massimo, where are you watching from? Doug. Doug, of course, he's been with me ever since this started. And actually, the music is made possible by Doug Hartline, who was his birthday a couple of days ago, because he provided me with a mixer. And because of him, because of Doug, we have the music. That's why you hear his name a lot of time. I'm very grateful. And yesterday was the day of gratitude. So please, when we are done with this one, go on my wall, wherever you're watching from, because I post a video on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere. There is this video called Lean on Me, of the song Lean on Me. And if you like it, please share it. I'm sure we all know people that are right now working: nurses, doctors, cashiers, delivery people, restaurants, chefs that are still do the pickup food. So if you know any one of them, please make sure that you pick up my video and you share it with them, and just to thank them that they can lean on us, and basically also hashtag lean on us, to let them know that they are not alone. We are all here for them. And like you are always here for me, I'm always here for you. And because it's in time of need that we can really, I actually is in this kind of situation that we realize who really our friends are, and who really are the people that means the world to us. So I want to personally thank you for many of you are with me every day. I see also Ronnie Manicotti. You send me coffee. You send me every time those kitchen towels that make me so happy. And all of you, I mean, so many of you. You know, on Sunday I always thank everybody that donates. Somebody was asking me how can we donate. I mean, I think it's plenty of way. I mean, I don't want to repeat myself, but that was asking me. I let you know, because you can pay on Venmo, PayPal. I even have a cash app, something, because when people watch this video, actually you guys are amazing, because you send me messages that that you can use also this way, so we can donate something. And somebody was making me aware the other day. Actually, I was talking to a very famous chef here in Las Vegas that I'm trying to collaborate and work with together, and he's been watching my video. His name is Enzo. We cannot say his family name, but he's quite a big shot chef. And he was complimenting me for spending all my time with you guys, and I said, well, I thank you, but he was also make me aware that maybe that's going to be the future of music. Can you imagine? I mean, now, I mean, only a few fortunates of us can get to see, for instance, Andrea Bocelli, because tickets are quite expensive, $900 each. So he said, can you believe it, now big artist is going to do live streamings concert, when people can pay, anybody, wherever they are, they can pay $1. Andrea had the last concert he did from the Duomo di Milano, from Milan. He had 9 million people. And I think we can all afford $1, right? So who knows? Maybe that's going to be the future of music, for at least until they find a vaccine for this COVID-19. I think this is going to be a lot of alternative way, because I know you guys miss the music. We artists miss the audience. So we have to be creative. So, and I like that you guys share sometimes those fantastic idea with me. This was an idea of a chef that had nothing to do with music. He said, I think this would be a fantastic idea. You asked for 50 cents. And I'm like, okay. 50 cents. Would you pay 50 cents to see an exclusive concert, even with musicians and special guests? I said, well, I would pay 50 cents to see one of my favorite artists. So probably people would pay 50 cents or $1 for me too. And then, of course, the discussion went on. And he said, you should ask. It was funny. It was funny how even this person that I barely knew. I know him through the phone because somebody suggested me. He's a big shot chef, and he was trying to figure it out way to keep artists like me afloat during this very hard situation. So I thought it was very sweet. So thank you. I want to thank Enzo for that. And next week, so this week, tomorrow, we are cooking something sweet. We're cooking panna cotta with fruit. So the week after that, do you guys want me to go back to something salty, like a pasta dish? I know many of you suggested lasagna. Some of you suggested pasta either alla matriciana, pasta alla carbonara. There are so many recipes. And some of you also asked me to do something vegetarian. Some of you are vegetarians. And believe it or not, there are many recipes in the Italian kitchen, traditional kitchen, that are vegetarian. We don't call them vegetarian because we don't call it like that, but we cook a lot of food in Italy, delicious, tasteful recipe that doesn't have any animal involved. So maybe we can make something vegetarian, and of course, because even if there is cheese inside that some vegetarian people may don't want to have, of course there are so many alternatives now to even cheeses and stuff like that. So just let me know. You guys are amazing with that. You always send me messages with suggestions. So suggest if you want to have pasta or if you want to have something sweet. Again, I'm here to help you whatever you want me to do. And what else? For the rest, I mean, I hope you like the back. Here is the Grand Canal in Venice, by the way, and that's the view that you have from the Rialto Bridge. And if you've never been to Venice, I love every day to share. Venice is a congregation of little islands. It's 300 and something of them, and we have more than 400 little bridges, and some of them, of course, are big bridges, and some of them are so small that I mean, it's only in 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, in 1 second, you go from one side another to the bridge. Many houses, for instance, in Venice, the only way to get inside to the front door of the houses is a bridge. So you have a little street and then a little small canal, and the bridge brings only to the house of those people, which are very cute. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Venice, but and we have in Venice, because sometimes people said, when they do the interview, they always said, you talk about love, you're such a believer of love, and you think that love is the most important thing. What do you think is coming from? Well, I think it's coming from Venice, because my whole life growing up in Venice as a young girl, studied in Venice, of course. Um, when you go to Venice, think about yourself. You go to Venice to celebrate, to get married, to celebrate an anniversary or some special thing. So my whole life, I've seen people happy in Venice, hugging, kissing, taking pictures, and kissing each other again. So that's been my world as a little girl. And in Venice, we also have a tradition for us Venetians that we have to kiss each other under every bridge. Remember, we have almost 400 of them. So when you are in a gondola or in your own private boat under the bridge with somebody you love, you have to kiss him. It brings good luck. So we always kiss each other. And by the way, have you guys ever been to Venice? If you have never been to Venice, and you see the pictures on the back, I'm sure you're like, I want to go. I want to go myself. I grew up, born and raised there. I want to go there. I realized, living already for more than 16 years, not in Venice, let me wait to all these people, that sometimes you need to see things from a distance to realize how amazing certain things are. I never realized how my city, how special was my city until when I filmed my PBS special from Venice with Love. And I don't know if you saw it, but we filmed the concert actually in the United States. And then I went with Jim Master, which was one of the presenter of PBS. We went to Venice. And while we were in Venice with a Dutch crew, because I had a director and the lighting and everybody was from Venice. We spent like 10 days in Venice filming some interviews and extra footage. And I could see in the eyes of all these people, they were like in love with what I thought was normal. I thought that everybody had a city like Venice where they were from, but actually no, because Venice it's unique. Now I know myself. It's actually, I think, one of the few or maybe the only city in the world where we don't have streets, which is super funny, guys, because we Venetian. So we don't have streets. The streets are made of waters, are the canals. So ambulance, all kind of transportations, ambulance, police, firefighters, first anything goes on water. So for us Venetian, when we hear the sirena, the siren of wherever emergency is going on, we don't move from the path where we're walking because we know those are going through water. But for us Venetian, it's funny to see how you guys, the tourists, when they hear the siren, they all move against the wall thinking they're gonna be passing through, and then they see them going through the canal and they're like, huh. So for us Venetian, we laugh about you. So when this is over, I really hope we can go to Venice all together, and we're gonna have tons of fun. Because when I organize this trip that I take all these special people with me to Venice, I show you little things of Venice that many people don't even pay attention to. Because if you follow me on my From Venice blog, I always say to people that Venice is made of islands, so you're not gonna get lost. Because even if you are lost for 2 hours, you at a certain point you're still in the same island. So you just have to look up and you find a sign with Piazza San Marco or Central Station, Ferrovia, wherever you want to go, and you're going to end it up finding the place where you want to go, or you take one of the vaporetto if you know the stop of your hotel, and you're going to be safe, you're not going to be lost. So I'm always say to everybody, because they always ask me what is the best way to see Venice, I'm always say the best way to see Venice is just to be in Venice, walk around, and get lost every 10 seconds. I get lost myself because as a Venetian myself, I have not seen all the little square and the little streets. So sometimes I want to go from E to B, and I'm like, okay, let me walk here. And I go inside these streets I've never walked before. And sometimes I encounter the most magnificent little things I've never seen. We have many of those little pozzi for the water, because Venice, in the beginning, the wells, they did not had water. So we have, I don't know, thousands of them in Venice. Some of them are not in use anymore. Some people decorate them with flowers. They put flowers inside if they are their own personal wells. And so sometimes you walk in the middle of these little streets in the middle of nowhere, and you get into this little square, maybe with three doors, and in the middle they have a well, and they put inside flowers and things, and you're like, wow, I've never been here. And and sometimes you can also end up walking on streets, and you ended up on one of the canals, and you have a magnificent view of the canal that you will never know unless you live in that little square. So even as Venetians, we haven't seen all the corners of Venice. So I always say that's the best way to see Venice, to just say, you go there and you go around left or right, wherever you want to go. I'm always saying an experiment would be at a certain point to go there with a group and to say to everybody, okay, you're by yourself, go wherever you want, and we are going to show you how easy it is. And then I'm going to say, okay, in 2 hours, we're going to meet each other in Piazza San Marco. You will see that you're going to spend and see things that everybody will see something magnificent but different. And then we can all be together in San Marco Square at a certain time, because it's very easy to find each other in Venice. So this is basically would I recommend all the time. And the food, I'm always say I don't like, food is very important, and we have very good food in Venice. Unfortunately, many tourists, they just go in restaurants that they found in the big streets where there are thousands of people there. Of course, you ended up paying a huge amount of money for food that is still decent but not exceptionally great. Of course, we Venetians, we know places we eat at home most of the time, but if we have to go to a restaurant, we know all the owners of the restaurant. I'm always say to my friends that go to Venice, go to the little streets, and if you see somebody if you see a gondolier inside the restaurant, that's a good place to go. Gondoliers in Venice, they know where to go. They have to eat outside their houses because they are working, but they have to take their lunch break. So they know all the best places in Venice where food is very inexpensive and super, super great. So I'm always say to my friends, there are a few tips. One of them is walk around. Don't go to the restaurant on a big street. Just walk little streets, and as soon as you see a small, not very fancy place, and if you see and you hear that they speak Venetian, that's the place to be. You're gonna eat like a king and pay like you're a broke person, and you're gonna have the best experience. And they're very kind actually in those space because they love to welcome people. Another tip I'm always give: if you see the menu translated in 10 languages, even more than three, don't go in there. That's as a touristic trap. I know it's not nice for me to say, but that's what it is. They want to have tourists in. So because of that, they want to have massa people. They don't care really much about you and the experience you're going to have. They just want to have as many people as they want inside the restaurant. That's why they say, we speak all the languages from French, Italian, Russian, Spanish, Kazakhstan. They speak all of them. Whatever language they speak them all, Chinese, but also not good restaurant. The good restaurants are the one most of the time they have the menu translated only in Italian and maybe in the second language in English. Those are the best. And third thing to avoid: if there is somebody outside the restaurant inviting you in to go into the restaurant, that's not a good place. There may be a few of them that are also okay place. In my experience, those are not good place. They are not interested in the experience they're gonna give you. They're just interested in having people. So all my, the one of my favorite restaurant in Venice is no secret. Is Ai Tre Archi, is of my friend Andrea. And what I love about Ai Tre Archi is in one of the canals in Canareggio. When I was filming in Venice, we went there like for 10 days in a row, right, JJ, for lunch and dinner.
and we were having breakfast at Bar al Parlamento, which is next door. And I think for 10 days we had every day a complete different menu. We never had, unless we really were in love with something that we wanted to have it on repeat. And that means we had the best pizza, pasta, fish, meat, because the Venetian, the northern food is very rich of anything. Fish, of course, because we are a land, a sea uh, place. Venice is on the sea, but we also are close to the land, so we have a lot of recipe with meat. And of course, ai Tre Archi, they make delicious fresh pasta and pizza. So the bread is out of this world. So really, next year, I think we move our trip to Venice from this October to next year October. I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, we decided with Perillo Tour to move the trip to next year. So it's going to be March of October. We haven't October. October. And maybe if they find a vaccine, we can go also in March. I don't know if many of you want to come, because every time we cannot go with, I never want to go with a group that is bigger than 30 peoples, because then it's going to be too much. I think 30 or 40 is the max that we always allowed, because we want to move, of course, from Venice. We go always also to, this year, next year, I think we're going to do Venice, we're going to do Verona, then we do Florence, and we want to go down to Rome, and we want to move around all together. So the max that we can have is two of those big fancy buses, so we can all drive together, and we can stop, communicate to each other, stop wherever we want to do so. And also when we move around those big city, we don't want to be a big group. And sometimes I like to organize for the people that they come with me, special tours of special things that normally you're not allowed to get in. Like I take and I'm one of the few people that really can take you inside the Seguso family, which are the most famous glass maker in the whole world. There are 23 generation of glass makers. Normally, they allowed only small groups, because it's called the Segusa experience, and it's quite an experience. They are exclusive, and it's difficult to get in. Of course, I'm the only one that can get in, and even me, I have to get in small groups. So I think the max of the people I can take in every time is like a group of 15 or something like that. So if we are 40 people, we have to divide it, because the place is very. I mean, we're going to have magnificent things everywhere, and they really want to give time to show everybody. And they tell you the history of the glass, and they show you pieces of glass that were made like really 23 generations ago. And they explain also that, I lived in New York City for 11 years, and you know that the New York City was called Old Amsterdam. So when the Dutch came to America, and they wanted to buy the lower part of Manhattan, which is let's say below Wall Street, they famously bought the land from the Indians with coins. I found out that those coins actually were not coins, were just like murrine, which are pieces of glasses that they still make in Venice, and they are very colorful. I have to see if I can find one or a picture to show you next time. The murrine are very beautiful. It's a process that Venetians can do, and they could do, of course, that at the time when the people bought Manhattan. And the Dutch went to Venice, bought the murrine, and then they came here and they bought Manhattan, the lower part of Manhattan, Wall Street, with murrine, with pieces of glass. Is that magical or what? And they tell you all these things and you can see them. So if you want to have more info about the trip in Venice, of course, it's early, but if you are curious and want to know more, you can go on my website. Judge, do we still have the informations over there? Oh, so I didn't delete. Yeah. Oh, they can go. So you go on giadavalenti.com. There is travel, and you go down, and basically you can find. Oh, I see a lot of messages here, guy, and you find all the information. And you can always ask me. I use the Friday actually to travel and tell more stuff. So today I took you to Venice. Maybe next Friday, let me guys. What you want me to take you? Firenze, Roma, wherever, Paris. You know, I'm a huge fan of Paris or Holland. I took you to Holland last Friday. Remember? Was Collins Day, so I took you to Holland, and I was not able to use the green screen. So maybe we're gonna do Holland once again, so I can have on the back those magnificent flower landscape that I show you, and you guys I know loved it so very much. So I mean, I was very happy today that I was able to talk to you about my homeland, my city, Venice, and I love to ask every time, have you guys been there? Because that's my question. Would you love to come with me? Of course, if you want to come with me, After this madness is over, I call it madness, but I mean, we're going to have so much fun. Can you imagine the first time after all of this is going to be over? The first time that we're going to be together somewhere. I saw that Michael Bublé today posted a song, Be Patient. It's a beautiful song that he covers with a couple of artists. And one of the sentence was like, I would love to walk on the street. All of us, we cannot wait to walk on the street and to see people. And I think in the beginning, all things we gave for granted, right? All things we always never liked it, because I remember me, I never liked it to go to New York City to Times Square. Too many people. Now I'm like, I wish I could be in a space like with too many people. I never went on the strip of Vegas because there are too many people. Now I mean, I cannot wait to be on the busy strip of Vegas. I never complain about the people at my concert and the meet and greet, because that I love. Because one of the favorites, I always ask my guests what is the most favorite part of what we do. And I'm always said one of the favorite part of my job, being a singer and a performer, is that I get to meet people, amazing people, people that show me their love, that take time in their life to come and listen to music, that spend the time to applaud me, to let me know how much they love this song, that song, they're laughing at my story. And of course, at the end of my concert, there is always the meet and greet when we meet and we hug each other. I always love that. Now I really miss that. So for me, I really truly cannot wait until the moment that we can do this and we can be together in the same room and really hug each other. And I know many of you are watching from Australia and watching from Ireland. Antonio, you watch from far away. Some of you are Marilyn. Where are you watching from? Fuentes? I don't even know, but I see many of you. Olivia, you're in New Jersey. I mean, I really hope that one day we will be able to have this thing that we are doing right now, but all together somewhere. How amazing will be that? That we can raise our hands and say, I was there when Jana was live from the house. And yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, that would be a magical dream. I don't know if it's ever going to be possible, because, I mean, travel costs money and time. And most of the time, we never have the time and the money to do whatever we want to do. But who knows? Let's keep positive. Maybe it will be possible. So if you want to know more about my trips to Italy, and you want to just start daydreaming, what I call, because I'm already daydreaming about things I want to do when this is over. If you want to have a daydreaming moment, go on my website, and it's giadavalenti.com. There is a little thing on the top called travel. You go there and you can read all the things. By the way, I love to sing. So every time when I do my trip is a must. Is always I do a minimum of 2 little performances. And I know many other people said, "Oh yeah, I'm in Italy. Can I just come to the concert?" No, you can't. It's only for my special people. But I know, and sometimes I allow somebody. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this time, because it's gonna be different. So maybe next time I'm in Italy. E voi ragazzi dall'Italia volete venire al concerto, perché naturalmente non vi farò entrare. We have to figure it out. Mia cugina Antonella is there. She's one of those. Antonella ci guarda dall'Italia. Antonella dice sempre: "Voglio venire al concerto." So she's not doing the touring of Italy with me because she lives in Italy, but she wants to come to the concert. So of course you can come. So when this is over, we have to figure it out. But maybe I will have to book a bigger space than what I normally do. Normally it's for 40 people max. So maybe we have to really figure it out, a bigger location to do. And I was talking to Clint Holmes and to some other of my friends. We said we have to go all to Italy together, and we are going to do. Oh, in a couple of weeks, I'm also going to have Michelle Johnson appear me. She's another beautiful singer in Venice, in Las Vegas. I'm sure. She also said, I want to go to Italy too. So we have to figure it out. Who knows? Maybe we're going to take all the United States. We all go to Venice. So the economy of Italy will rise up again, because that's what we're going to need to do. We need to start to make money again and spend the money again, so the wheel can still turning around. Well, I look so wise, but actually I am not so wise. I'm just, my parents are telling me all the things. So we have to, because they're preoccupied about me being at home with no income, no family, because of course me and JJ, we are alone here in this country. So God forbid something happened to us, I don't know who will take care of us. But I'm always say, hey, God is on my side, and I have some amazing friends that are always checking on me like I check on them. So actually today, before I went live, I don't know if she's listening. I even had my dear friend Victoria on the phone. She was calling me from Florida, and she missed up the time. She thought it was. I said I have to go live in 5 minutes. So Victoria, I love you, and it was nice to talk to Victoria. Victoria, of course, was one of the executive producer of my PBS specials, dear friend of mine, together with Ronnie, and we don't get to see each other much or to talk each other, but it was wonderful to have a small check. And I asked her also to appear on Sunday so I can sing a special song for her, just to thank her, for everything she did with me. So tomorrow I'm gonna see you in the kitchen. We're gonna be cooking together, and we're gonna make panna cotta. So it's homemade fresh cream with fruit. It's gonna be delicious. I promise you. You're gonna be stupefied how delicious it is and how easy it is to make, like all my recipe. And then Sunday we're gonna have the From Home with Love concert, and you have requested many songs and some dedication. I have some very special one for some of you that have requested. You can still not request a song, but you can ask if you want me to sing it for somebody special. And talking of which, Mother's Day is coming. When is Mother's Day, JJ? Next Sunday. So if you want me to do something special, help me to stay alive, and you would like to have something very special, maybe me singing Mama or wherever other song you want me to somebody very special in your family. I joined something called Cameo, thanks to my friend Daniel Emmett. So basically, you go on cameo.com/Giada Valenti. You can see my welcome video and you understand better what it is. But basically, this is what it is. You go there and you can request. I think it's $50, and you can ask me to say wherever you want me to wherever person you want to. For instance, Happy Mother's Day to my wonderful mom Marie, wherever you are, and I can even sing a little piece of songs. You can also request a song, or I can just sing Mama, and you can do that for birthday, for anniversary. Of course, I only want to wish happy things, so because I know there are many famous people join Cameo. Is a way to stay afloat for all of us. And some of them say no publicity is true. So you cannot make me say I really love to buy my cars at the blah blah blah. Or no, I can do that. But I can wish happy birthday or surprise anybody you want me to. And then you get, of course, you get your personalized little video that you get it on your computer and you can share it with wherever person you want to, and you can share it wherever you want. It's going to be yours. Basically, I'm just working for you. So if you want me to work for you, just go on cameo.com/Giada Valenti and you're going to have your personalized little message and you will be helping me because, be honest, we are out of work, all of us singers and musicians and people in the arts, and also the people. And my heart also goes for the people that are normally working behind the scene, like the light, sound people, and all the people backstage, because those they don't even have this outlet to have the charity. So I really hope one day soon that I will be able to collect enough money that I can start to destroy it and give back to also to those people. I check with them on too. Most of them are doing okay, but at a certain point, this is going to be a problem for everybody. And if you can help me, I will be able to help also some of them. Guys, can you believe it? I talked for 45 minutes. I think I'm going to take like a break now in my kitchen, preparing actually in advance the recipe I will be cooking for you tomorrow. It's sempre un piacere essere qua con voi. Let me see if there was anybody different and new everywhere. You can see I have my glasses here. So let me see. I have Jean-Philippe over there. I have Steffi. I have Gail. Guys, so many new people are on Instagram and here on a lot of you, Olivia, David. I see a lot of you guys and a lot of people I've never seen. David Kozolowski, where are you watching from? Caterina Vito Sordi, so Maria Stella, siete tutti nuovi ragazzi, da dove ci state guardando? Let me know where you're watching from. So I want to thank you guys all for being with me here today and for being in Venice with me. Now we have to fly back to our home. So I'm going to take you Sunday somewhere else with a From Home concert. Tomorrow I'm going to take you to the kitchen. Voglio ringraziarvi dal mio cuore al vostro. I want to thank Diane Fiorentino for the sign language. So tomorrow we will be cooking in the kitchen all together. So tomorrow I'm going to have my hands trained, so I will be able to do more sign language. And I love you guys. I want to thank you all for being with me every day. Vi ringrazio, vi saluto. State lì che sentite la mia canzone di grazie, si chiama Dankeschön. So you can listen to the little thing. You guys on Instagram too. And I'm going to see you tomorrow 2 p.m. from my kitchen, 5 del pomeriggio, 5 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, ore 23 per voi dall'Italia. Vi voglio bene, a domani. Ciao ragazzi.
Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Now I go, but I truly hope that I'll see you here sometime, same place. And until then, my heart just say, Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though I'm here in my solitude, I know you are there, and in my heart I smile again. And so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place. And I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, 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 dear old Auf Wiedersehen. See you tomorrow. A domani.